Hello, Henshin Nation. We're late, but also early. We wanted to start at 8:30, but we didn't because somebody didn't show up.
And it was his idea to start early. He's the guy who sets the date time and is 5 minutes late.
Well, there was no time set.
Oh, that's your. I guess I was actually just talking with Chris, but I was figuring because I was traveling at the time. Because I had a friend whose birthday, apparently I have two people whose birthdays are this week because happy birthday Sentai guy. And how does he celebrate? He comes back to talk about Tokusatsu with his two bros.
It's about time.
Yep. It is about time. So happy birthday Sentai guy. It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
But yeah, I was traveling because I had another friend who wanted to celebrate his birthday today. And it was actually, I thought, and a really great time. We went to a Chinese buffet. Then we saw the two towers. And then we got pizza afterward with another friend of ours. And it was great.
Very nice.
So, yeah. So that's been my day. So I was traveling and I said, let's start at 8:30. And I figured that the birthday boy would relay the message. But no.
I thought you already had, or that you two had already decided it because you're like, it's at 8:30. So I'm like,
Well, I forget what movie it's from, but I'll quote it anyway. What we have here is a failure to communicate. So yes, hello Henshin Nation. I'm Nathan Marchand, the Subro.
I'm
Jake, the Metal Don. Don't try to talk over me.
It's my birthday. I'll do what I want.
Hey, that was perfect. That was perfect because it was the Kosei and Serato Henshin. We did.
Actually, yes. Yep. We need to get into that. That is why we decided to start a little early because this week was the finale of Ultraman Omega. So we figured let's give ourselves some extra time to not only talk about the episode, but also to talk about the series as a whole, and then we'll get into our Ultraman ZEZTZ reactions, and then we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do because we just have Kamen Rider starting next week. So, yeah,
I thought
figure something out.
Now, New Generation Stars starts the 24th.
It's a clip show.
It's a clip show.
It's a clip show.
Well, we've already had 4 of those. We'll pass.
No, it's a clip show. It's a thematic clip show that shows stuff from other Ultra series, most of which is coming from the New Generation Hero era, and I think a bit from Heisei. They almost never do Showa.
I'll have to check it out still because we're getting the 4th
Media Kaiju.
It's weird that they're saving it for that. I guess they're just maybe they really want people to watch. I don't know.
And it's the coolest.
They might be doing little bits of it where it's not just a clip show, maybe where they're going to have some original footage in it.
You can go ahead and watch it next week and tell and let me know, because in my experience, they're clip shows with a little bit of like book and new footage that's like another Ultra hero hosting it, which is about it. And they do that to fill the gap until the next Ultra series starts because they don't do 50 episode seasons anymore.
What a fake fan. He doesn't even watch Generation Stars.
It's because I've seen everything already that they're showing.
We're going to have to take away his Subro title at this rate.
Yeah.
When I've seen it all already, when they're seen the clips they're showing already?
No, true fans watch everything.
Oh, is that so?
That's
did you watch Reversion, sir? All of it? Power Version, did you watch all of it? Did you watch it? It's like 30 plus episodes. Did you watch all of it?
Actually, no, because when it was on,
I win.
No,
that's what
I'm
got me back into Power Rangers. I remember when it first aired. Me and my little brother watched it.
The area I was in after like the first couple of episodes, they stopped showing it every week.
Mm-hmm. That's what they did to me.
Hey. Edwin's in my corner. You going to argue with Edwin?
I will argue with anybody. Okay.
Thank you, Edwin. This is why you're my favorite listener. Before that, he said, "Did you guys react to the Gavon trailer? There is a new Gavon trailer dropped within the hour. We may
I don't watch lame things.
I think we'll do, maybe, you know what? We'll do a live reaction. I'll even show it on stream and dare Toei to yell at us. I'll show it on stream and we'll live react after we're done with ZEZTZ tonight. How about that?
Yeah. Or if we have enough time before ZEZTZ.
Well, I don't know. It'll depend on how involved we get talking about Omega. So the question becomes, well, let's start with the episode. But but while I pull some stuff up for the episode, I still have some extra material I need to get out there. And if I'd had a little bit more time this week, I would have had a special treat for you guys. May have to save it for next week. But Chris, you haven't been here for a while, so give us the TLDR about how you've been feeling about the last handful of episodes since you were last on.
I've enjoyed Omega. It is very different from the other ones that I've seen. I've not seen anywhere near as many as Nate or probably even Jake over here. But I've enjoyed it. It's been interesting. I actually really ended up really enjoying the last episode. It took some twists and turns I wasn't expecting, which is always a nice surprise. But it also made sense with the story that they were telling. And I've been working on not trying to predict or write a different story than what they're telling based on what I'm seeing, and just let the story speak for itself. And it's actually helping my enjoyment of things a lot more.
It's hard to do that, trust me.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I've had a really good time with it so far.
Okay. Well, the finale episode 25 is called Overlapping Futures. And the official synopsis on the Ultra Wiki goes like this. Omega looks on with indifference as humanity faces ruin. The KSCT and the NDF fully mobilize the knowledge and technology gained from their experiences so far. But Zomira's rapid evolution shows no sign of stopping. Kosei swears to protect something important that Serato left behind. Bearing the resolve and the pride cultivated with his irreplaceable friends, Kosei swears to Sayuki and Ayumu that he will return alive and rushes into a desperate battle, staking everything on one final battle. Well, that's a slightly redundant there, but okay. So there you go. I will admit, and I told you guys this after I watched it last night. I don't think this is the strongest finale that we've had in, probably since I started watching these simulcasts back in 2020. But I will admit, it did surprise me. It broke tradition again a bit this episode. Namely, it combined, literally and figuratively, the Ultra in human form and bonding with a human. Because that's what we got here.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. It's like we're almost watching, like, if you remember, even Ultraman, the original Ultraman 66, there was archaeological evidence showing there had been other Ultras on Earth before and had bonded with people. This is looking like the Ultras of this universe had not got to that stage yet. So this Omega, and sometimes they would call him Ultraman, but they often just called him Omega. He really didn't become an Ultraman until the Ultra, which is Serato, picked a host, which
But the
was
thing, there have been Ultras who just took human form and didn't have hosts.
Yeah, but this is a little bit different. This is almost like the first time that in this universe an Ultra bonded with a human.
Yeah, in this universe, that's the case. But I was not expecting that we would get both of these setups here, where we spend the entire show having an Ultra who's taken human form, like Ultra 7. That's what Ultra 7 did. And then in the last episode, he chooses a host and bonds with him after we spent the entire show with him. I was not expecting that. That was a surprise.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I wasn't either, but it's also kind of cool. I'm like, oh, maybe this is how all Ultras first realized we can do this.
I don't know about that, but I can tell you it is established Ultra lore. And you can think, what is it? Okay. Here comes the world's longest word salad. Mega Monster Battle Ultra Galaxy Legends, the movie.
Love it.
Established that the Ultras used to be basically human, and then they discovered, I can't remember what it's the Ultra Spark or something like that. It had Spark in the name. It's the power source for their planet, and the energy that it gave off basically evolved them into the Ultras.
Yeah, and all that can still be true, but what I'm saying is this is almost like they hadn't got to the stage where they'd really interact with the humans. All that had happened for these Ultras, and this is kind of like saying, okay, this is what happens the first time Ultras discover, like Ultras inside of a certain universe, discover that they can bond with other beings.
Right. I still have questions about the space gazers. And I'm trying to decide if I'm happy with the fact that they have not answered all my questions or not.
Japanese media is very bad about that. They're very focused on telling the story they intend and not answering all your questions. They like leaving a mystery out there.
Which that's not a uniquely Japanese thing, but because I want to know more about these Ultras. And well, we have to call them space gazers because Omega says, I'm not the being you call Ultraman.
Yeah.
He denies being an Ultraman.
Yeah, maybe they'll answer those in a movie if they do one. They hadn't even showed the trailer for one.
I don't think Omega's getting a movie. If Omega was getting a movie, they would have started promoting it by now. I have a feeling Omega's not getting a movie because they want to save some budget for the 60th anniversary show. That's my theory anyway.
It's definitely interesting. I mean, like I said, they had never heard of Ultra. They hadn't heard of Ultraman, and they're called Stargazers here. In this
Space Gazers.
Space Gazers, yeah. But like I said, we'll see. Because you're the one who told me that while they're all loosely connected, each universe has its own set of quote unquote Ultras. I think this is just the first time they have a different name.
Yeah, and this actually kind of complicates it because they have a multiverse, but they just use the multiverse as a setup for crossovers, and all the Ultras except I think Tiga, Dyna, and Gaia, because I don't think they've actually shown up on planet Ultra, which is where the Land of Light is. The Land of Light. This is how. It's not really a retcon, but this is how they've handled this. The Land of Light is a city on planet Ultra.
Yeah.
And planet Ultra is where all the Ultras live. And they are such an advanced civilization that they can travel in space without ships.
Yeah.
First off. And they can go to different universes. And that's how they're able to. So somebody will be like, oh, there's a problem on this Earth. Okay, somebody go take care of that. And that's why they're able to do crossovers and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about this. This feels the Omega, if he's indicative of the space gazers in this, they are extremely different than the rest of the Ultras, if we can even call them that.
Maybe they're something a little bit different. Maybe they're like cousins to what we know as the Ultras or whatever.
I don't know, but did you watch or hear the live stream where Jake and I were talking about the episode where that was revealed?
No, I haven't.
I compared the space gazers to the Watchers from Marvel Comics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my first comparison, because I'm like, oh, so they're Watchers.
They're it's the Watchers. And unfortunately, we don't have one who's like, well, I guess Serato, but if Serato was only like this because of amnesia, I guess Serato's kind of a Uatu, because Uatu is the Watcher. For those who may not know, in Marvel Comics, Uatu is the Watcher who has been designated Earth.
Yeah.
And he'll break the oath to not interfere when he knows the world is facing an incredible threat, like, oh, I don't know, Galactus.
Yeah.
But that's the interesting thing here is Omega will intervene on behalf of Earth, but only if it's an outside threat. Oh, did that kaiju come from Earth? Not doing a thing.
Yeah. You got any thoughts on it, Jake?
No.
Okay.
I did like towards the end, whenever Serato was like, instead of seeing how the future unfolds, let's do it ourselves.
Yeah. That's a very Ultraman kind of franchise attitude. I'm going to be honest with you. I was having trouble with getting into this episode until we got about halfway through, and they started, and then they did the thing where he bonds with Serato, like, oh, was not expecting this today.
Yeah. And it's kind of it's the reason why I was thinking it was similar. The reason I was making the comparison, like, this was like the first Ultraman, like the very because that it's kind of a throwback to how Hayato became the first Ultra in '66. But the difference is this time the future host died, but the Ultra also died.
Yeah. And sometimes, depending on the show, it's a little unclear. I don't know if it's like an individual Ultra thing or something, if we're talking in universe, because it's just inconsistent. But there are times where if the host dies, so does the Ultra.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's interesting. They obviously were doing some experimentation this season, and I think so far, for the most part, it worked.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had. I found myself wanting to have a little bit more from the supporting cast.
Mm-hmm.
This episode.
It would have been nice if the three members, like Kosei, Ayu, and the professor, all each had one of them Medo Kaiju. That would have been nice.
That's what I thought they were gonna do. I was hoping for that. But they didn't do it. They just gave everything to Kosei, which I guess in retrospect kind of makes sense. By the way, since you probably haven't been keeping up, the Metal Dawn is crazy and says the professor lady reminds him of me.
Yes. A bit, yeah, absolutely. I could see that.
Sayuki.
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 Yeah, Sayuki. Yeah, so you are now Sayuki.
Oh, great. But yeah, I was hoping to get a little bit more in this last episode. I do think it's interesting that we get in the last episode, like the last 2 minutes of the last episode, we get a full-fledged, complete Science Patrol team. with uniforms and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I still don't know if this means, well, I'm guessing it will be because they're going to keep him around, you know, for crossovers and stuff. Sure. I'm still not sure if this means that Serato can now, no, Serato Kosei can now just transform into Omega now. And if he can, how does he do it? Does he have a device? Because there's only ever been one Ultra who could just will his transformation.
He probably out of his head.
Oh, that's true. He might just he'll probably just summon the slugger.
Yeah,
because he did that whenever they did the dual henshin.
That is true. That is true.
He's got the gym part now.
That is true.
So,
yeah.
And you saw him do that at when they were out in the ether or whatever. So I imagine that he's able to do that like Serato could.
Yeah, I think in past Ultra shows that have done that, I think they called it the Ultra Zone. So it's like this space where the host and the Ultra can interact.
Yeah. But I don't know, maybe they'll explain it in future crossovers or something. Maybe this universe, they had some Ultras that were there. Maybe it got broke off from the others and they haven't had contact with the Land of Light. They were like maybe the lost ones or something. I don't know.
I have questions about the Space Gazers, but it's more within the context of the show. I think this is fine for the most part. Even though if we're just looking at the context of the show, I still have some questions. But I do wonder how this is supposed to fit into the larger scheme because
I hope we do end up getting a movie, even if it's further down the road than usual.
Yeah,
because you've got the professor going out to try to make contact with the stargazers. Maybe she does. Maybe we'll get the answers that way.
Maybe. Maybe but to be honest with you, in terms of finale episodes that we've gotten, I would not. This is not the best one I think that we've gotten since. I'll just say 2020 because it's when I started watching the simulcast. Personally, I think I was happiest. I think the finale I liked the most was probably Blazar's. Personally, I thought Blazar it's probably had the best one out of the lot. Arc was pretty solid from what I can remember of it. It's probably been too long for me to comment on Trigger and Decker. And I think I probably just thought those were okay. I remember the Ultraman Z or Z, whatever finale being pretty good. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of them, but I still would say probably Blazar I thought was the best one. So this one was kind of middle of the road, and it took until about halfway through the episode where it went back to being crazy experimental for it to, to come up some notches for me. Zomira was not as interesting a final boss as I would have liked him to be. Personally, I wanted that one kaiju that he was fighting a couple episodes ago before the finale that just disappears. I wanted that one to come back. I thought that was one of the best looking kaiju they had the entire season.
Are you talking about the one that was the guy that was from the planet that he was watching before?
No. It was what was the thing called? Let me look at the list here. It was in the episode just before the break where we had the big revelation. Is Gyuga. Yes. I think he just disappeared. I thought he was going to be the final boss. It's one of the few where I see it, I'm like, I want a toy.
I wouldn't mind having a toy in most of these.
Yeah. But this was one of the ones like I definitely want a toy of that one.
But that's actually not. It has probably happened in a lot of other Ultra series, but we had that happen in Ultraman 66 because there was a monster that Ultraman could not beat, and he's like, I'll just wait till later. They'll eventually, their spirit will eventually break, and I'll get them then.
Yeah, but Zeton became an icon. I don't know. I mean, Zamira in his previous form was cool as a halfway point. I get what they were trying to do, bringing him back, and he can absorb other monsters, and that's kind of freaky. And so he becomes this crazy amalgamation, and he gets different power sets and all that. But I don't know. I wanted a little bit more punch to that. It picked up, like I said, in the second half of the episode, but when Omega is like, I'm Omega again, and I'm going to take this thing down.
If it had been more closely tied to the guy who helped him finding out that, that when he saw Omega helping, if it had been more closely tied to that, it probably would have had that little bit more punch to it, like you're wanting. But they are connected because that really starts the, as you can say, the anime terms, the final arc of this series, where it's like, okay, he's learning, and now he's having to finish the fight that he started, that we saw at the beginning of the show.
Right.
And that's what all this was. It felt a little disjointed, so you didn't get that punch.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it was a good finale. I like the fact that it was a little bit ambiguous. Now, here's my complaint. Here is my complaint. They do owe us a movie, because this is a 25 episode show and 3 official clip shows and 1 glorified clip show.
But only the glorified clip show counts toward the 25. There are 3. The 3 clip shows are separate from the 25.
Yeah.
But I still feel like they could have used that to maybe give us a little bit more about, or give us a little bit more, maybe make it a 28 episode season officially. And
here's the thing, they've been doing, this is the format they've been using for several years now. It's not new to this show,
because we need an epilogue show where, at the very least, the professor goes and talks to the Stargazers and we get some answers.
I would agree with you, but like I said, I have a feeling they're going to take the movie budget and put it toward the next show. And the current rumor is that the next show is going to be called Ultraman. I'm going to pronounce it the old Greek way because it sounds cooler. Ultraman Theo. Theo, as in Theo. It's spelled like Theo, but I'm going to pronounce it Theo because they're going for the Greek there because it means God.
Yeah.
Hopefully they go back to doing the sub and dub at the same time instead of waiting halfway and then putting it on Prime.
Yeah, and Tubi. Yeah, it's that was a little strange. I'm not exactly sure what they think they're accomplishing with that, but okay. Yeah. They've been shifting around how they're going to do things. What's really nuts, I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't want to get too much on this rabbit trail so we can finish talking about the series as a whole. We're getting on the English language YouTube channel, we are getting a couple pieces of Ultraman media that have never been released and subtitled officially before, which I'm hoping means we're going to get physical releases of them. One is Heisei Ultra 7, which was a series of specials, and we're getting the first one. These were made in the 90s. And then there's something called Ultra Zone, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but that's also going to be shown later this month on the English language YouTube channel, subtitled, and they've never been released before.
Huh.
And Heisei Ultra 7 is one of the few gaps that Alliance Entertainment, I got to say that now, it's one of the few gaps that they have. Also, just to let everybody know and freak y'all out, some of the past Mill Creek releases are starting to go out of print. They're not telling anybody, but they're going out of print. And some of them are fetching big prices on the secondary market. If you don't have Heisei Ultra 7, not Heisei Ultra 7, if you don't have Ultra 7X, how much do you like your kidney?
Who needs it?
Yeah. this is one of those times where the Metal Don's FOMO might be justified because I'm shocked how fast some of these have gone out of print.
Yep, I've got all of them. So,
yep. But anyway, so I don't know. But this is the 60th anniversary year. I'm hoping they do something big. I would love this next Ultra show to be maybe like Ultraman Mebius, where we get visits from past Ultras and do some sort of a follow-up with them. Mebius was focused on the Showa Ultras, except for Taro. They didn't get Taro in there, so maybe we should get Taro thrown in there, But I could see them doing something with the Heisei and New Gen Heroes, maybe. I think that would be interesting. But, just something about the legacy of Ultraman, because it's the big anniversary year.
Oh, yeah.
But to talk about the show, about Omega as a whole, personally, I thought that the front half of the show was stronger. When we get to the second half and it starts trying to be a bit more like a traditional Ultra series, I wasn't checking out, but I'm like, I've kind of seen this before, and coming on the heels of all of the experimentation and to a certain extent subversion, I'm like, this is a little less interesting. And then we got to episode 23 where it drops this bomb. It's like, oh, Omega's not actually an Ultraman. He's a member of a race called the Space Gazers, and they're not really typical Ultras. And like, what? Then that was mind-blowing. And and then the penultimate episode I thought was actually really strong. And then it was a solid finale, but so that's how I felt about it. How did you guys feel about the overall show?
I thought it was good. Just like you, the first about half, I was really into it, but
had a really strong premiere. Really strong premiere.
I love the premiere. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff like with time travel, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the kaiju were cool, but yeah, it wasn't until about episode 23 where I wanted to watch it again.
After that first half?
Yeah.
I think for me personally, you can let me know what you think, Jake. I think that it hit, I think like episode 5, that really sad one that we talked. I think that was one of its peaks. And then I think it hit another really big peak when they had the alien assassin. I can't remember his name, but it was the alien assassin who was played by ZEZTZ suit actor. And he showed up. That 2-parter, that was great.
Mm-hmm. It was.
That was a massive peak for the show. And then after that, it kind of like petered out, and it was just kind of like, yeah, I've seen this before. It's kind of fun, but yeah, I've seen this before. Oh, time travel, and then we just kept plugging along. And then we had, like I said, episode 23 was like,
yeah, like there was quite a few things I would have changed, but the amnesia part, I think he should have been gaining memories the whole way through.
Yeah,
like he would learn like one thing and then wait till the end and throw it all at him.
Yeah, I do think that they should have played around with that a little bit more, as aside from just reminding everybody that he has amnesia, and or he just recalls something. It's like, oh wait, I know what this kaiju does, or something like that. I do agree. I wish they had done maybe a little bit more with it, because they did not do that as consistently as I would have liked.
But they did do that quite a bit, because he'd be he's like, oh, it's called this. He's like, how do you know? I'm not sure. He's like,
yeah.
And they thought he was just being eccentric, so they did do that quite a bit. But for me, overall, I really like it, and I think I want to go back and watch again now that we have all they've seen it through, and watch it again, give it another try, and see if some of the things fit better. But
yeah,
looking back at it and seeing like, okay, this is almost like, like with the original Ultraman, they weren't shocked to see a kaiju. It's like they encountered something like this before. So I guess just the way it hit me, the way that I was seeing it, it helped me enjoy it a little bit more than you guys maybe. But like, oh, okay, so this is what happens, how when Earth truly starts seeing kaiju and all this stuff. It's how the Science Patrol came to be. Of course, this is different, but this is kind of like how, okay, all these different groups that have, this is kind of how what happens before they're actually established.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, there's some interesting things, some interesting subversions. I like that we didn't have a Science Patrol team. I liked that we're trying the Ultra in human form again, and then they turned that on its ear a little bit with the finale.
Mhm.
I like the boldest reimagining is what they do with the space gazers, because they're not traditional Ultras. I feel like that's probably the boldest thing this entire show did. Was that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're wanting to, maybe with this 60th anniversary or whatever, and this does happen sometimes with long running series. Like we've done things like this for so long, like the reason why it's called Omega and then it Theo or God. This is going to be kind of like not really an end, but like this is a changing, and we're going to start doing things a little bit different, maybe a little bit, and give people a little bit more creative freedom or whatever.
Right. Well, I think that they've been doing stuff like this since Blazar. Blazar was really started the trend of taking the Ultraman formula and changing or tweaking something, complicating it in some form or another. Arc didn't do it quite as much, but there was still a little bit of that spirit in it. But Blazar did it by making the captain of the team the Ultra Host.
And also,
that seems like a small thing, but it changes the dynamic of the show completely. And he was a family man to boot.
Mm-hmm. And another thing they did, and I don't know how often it happened, this group, the group in Blazar, was definitely more militaristic and less sciencey.
Yeah.
Than the ones I've seen before. So that was in other words, it's more like, the military guys who would show up to help out the science team, they have the Ultra this time.
Right.
So that was a cool change too.
Right. So I know we've got about 15 minutes or so before ZEZTZ starts. So I think I'm the only one who can feasibly do this, because I've been watching all the simulcasts since 2020. But I thought I would kind of like do a quick ranking just off the top of my head of all the, those shows since 2020 with the simulcast, at least on YouTube. I would say for me personally, top of the list is Blazar. I'm such I get it. I'm such a simp for Blazar at this point, but I love Blazar to death. That show was top notch. And then I would probably, I think under that, I would probably, as overblown as I thought it was with its toyeticness, I might put Z underneath that, then probably Arc. And the reason I put Z on that list is because that was one of the last ones that had involvement from the, dang it, his name is escaping me. I'm such a terrible fan. We named one of our awards after him.
Akio Jisoji.
No, not Jisoji. We should probably make it an award for him. It's like, what was the weirdest moment in this in these episodes? No,
dang, I done forgot our awards.
Yeah, I forgot. Koichi Sakamoto. It was that was one of the last ones that had his involvement in it. If I remember correctly. And then I would probably say Arc. And then I don't remember quite enough about Trigger and Decker. I'd probably put maybe Decker and then Trigger. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Yeah, Z, Trigger, Decker, Blazar, Arc, and Omega. Yeah, so that's all of them.
Well, mine's easy. I've been watching since Blazar, and Blazar's number 1, Arc's second, Omega's third.
Omega's third. Okay, that's interesting. I would have thought that Omega might have edged out over Arc there a little bit.
Oh, I loved Arc.
I like Arc a lot. I haven't seen all of Arc yet, but what I've seen of it, I really enjoy it. But Blazar is my number one. Mine would be what I've seen so far: Blazar, Omega, then Arc. But it's kind of fair because so far, Blazar is my favorite Ultra.
I think that should just tell you people, Blazar is fantastic. Blazar is so good. Although I think we're a little colored because it's got our boy Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah, that helped. I will say this, and I love Ultraman 66, but that show is carried heavily by the Science Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
With Ide and that team's dynamic. Ultraman is really cool as far as the concept, but as far as Ultras and Ultra host, I would probably put him in the middle of the pack, maybe.
Yeah,
I know he's iconic.
They do some stuff with Hayato later in the franchise that expands on him as a character.
Yeah, but just based off 66 alone, from what I've seen, I'd put him middle of the pack. Blazar and his host is just one because the host himself is just so interesting as a person, as a captain, as a family man. In this one, I like Serato a lot, but again, he's got a great personality, and that really helps him. But this is starting to make sense now that you see the ending. The real star of this show is Kosei.
Yeah.
And I like Kosei a lot. So in a way, Kosei is a very good Ultra host. We don't know he's going to be the Ultra host.
And now that I think about it, maybe that is why they gave him all of the Medio Kaiju. It was foreshadowing the fact that he's been the secret Ultra host this entire time.
Yeah. Omega is the last of these space gazers, and Kosei and Serato are the first Ultraman.
In this universe.
Yes, in this universe. He doesn't truly become Ultraman until the very last episode. Until then, he's Omega, the last of the space gazers in a way. Because now everything's going to change because you've got the humans going to make contact, and he said his argument at the end was we've been looking for the answer. Maybe it's time for us to team with and create the answer. And so he said they're watching and they're thinking about what he said. So possibly this is the beginning of more Ultras in this universe,
Yeah, possibly. I'm not exactly sure. I can tell you that at least I'm basing this just on the stage show that was done in America, although I'm guessing it's probably not too different than what's being done in Japan aside from language. And I don't know how canon the stage shows are, which is why Kamen Rider makes my head spin, because modern Kamen Rider, some of the stage shows are canon, but not all of them, and some of the specials are canon, but not all of them. It's just, why, Toei? Why? You have too much money. Stop it.
Because Toei makes us go Doei.
Where's my...
I
was gonna say, I was trying to remember which button I had it assigned to. I haven't had to hit that one for a while. But in that stage show, which if you haven't watched it, it's on YouTube. Go watch it. But they treated him like he was no different than any of the other Ultras, and he teams up with the OG and Zero. And they don't. To them, he's just another Ultra.
Well, there's a line in the New Generation Stars where he said, "I didn't know there was so many more Ultramen."
Yeah.
So
when they did the little preview for it, and I don't know how seriously to take that, but I don't know. It's
maybe we'll get our answers in that.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. It would be weird. It would be weird,
and then we won't tell Nate what's going on.
I was gonna say it would be really weird if they felt the need to do some serious lore building in the freaking clip show.
Hey, it'll get you to watch it.
No, we're gonna watch it, then not tell him, and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this happened. Well, where'd you find that out?" Oh, we watched the clip show, Nate. You'd be like, "I hate you all."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I
say,
do. I do.
I think Blazar is probably my favorite Ultraman, but a close second is Dan Moriboshi from the Netflix anime.
Oh, from the Netflix one. You should watch
Yeah.
the original Ultra 7. I'd be curious to
I've
see
started.
what you
I've
think of that.
started watching that, Nate, and Jake. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it because the violence is right up your alley.
Heck yeah.
That was when
Yeah.
they started upping the ante on the violence, and they get most episodes of Ultra 7 end with a decapitation, and then you get to the 70s and it turns into Mortal Kombat. Like they go absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. Dan Moriboshi, he's like he's not like, oh, maybe we should get on the kaiju. He's very much, oh, F those kaiju.
Heck yeah.
There is an episode where he takes his eye slugger off and cuts the monster's carotid artery and he gets sprayed with lime green blood.
Jake's like, well,
definitely going to check it out.
Ultra 7 now.
It's Ultra 7 gets crazy. There's also an episode where he gets crucified. He's the first Ultra to be crucified.
Mm-hmm.
The first. There were others.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure Toei's like, oh, yay. You remember how Ultra 7 got crucified? Yeah. Why don't we do that like every other episode in Kamen Rider? Sounds like a great idea. And then you get to the 70s and all the rest of them get crucified at some point or another. There's even an episode, I think it's Ultraman Ace, where all of the previous Ultras get crucified by the villain of the week in a two-parter on planet Golgotha. You heard me. Planet Golgotha, the OG 7 and Jack from Return of Ultraman get crucified, and Ace has to save them from a killer robot called Ace Killer.
Nice.
I think I've seen pictures of that one.
Yeah.
But if we do another Halloween special, maybe that should be my pick. It's like, let's watch Ultraman be crucified.
That should be our Easter special.
Our Easter special.
I'm down.
The rest, we watched that on Good Friday, and
yes, there we go. And then we watched their resurrection on Easter.
Okay, it's Kamen Rider Good Friday. That's what it. No wait,
yeah,
no, that doesn't work.
It would be Ultra
work. It was
Friday.
Supposed to be Kamen Rider Black Friday. So this doesn't work anyway.
This would be Ultra Fridays instead of Good Friday. It's Ultra Friday.
Ultra Friday. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, I mean, Alliance, you put this out, I'm going to buy it because I'm a sucker. So just put it out there. Put it out there. I know you got some big stuff coming out later this year, and I'm excited for those. But you've got my money. When you put Omega out, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
you've got my money. So yeah, any closing thoughts, remarks, whatever? Omega
was good, but it could have been better.
I think you're the biggest fan of Omega here, Chris.
Yes, I am, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for the Greeks.
The sucker for the Greeks. Well, then you're gonna love the Ultraman who's gonna show up on the Monster Island Phone Vault. Then his name is also a Greek letter.
Yes.
Ultraman NU. What? Yes. I gave you a deadline. You better beat that deadline.
I will beat that deadline.
You will beat the deadline. We might want to have a creative meeting about that so I can remind you about all the stuff we talked about with your episode.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a couple minutes before the next episode of Zest. And, so I'm going to go over some of our comments here. Right. He has a new nickname. In case anyone did not know, our friend Jonathan now has a new nickname. He is Crazy Gandalf.
Crazy Gandalf works, but you're going to have to grow the beard a lot longer, and we need to get you the robe and the hat.
He's got the hair and the color.
Yeah, just got to get the beard and the robe.
Yeah.
Go out to the woods and get a staff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That can hold your pipe.
Can hold your pipe. Yes. Yeah, he says I'm down for an Easter special. It's like clip shows the ultra version of spam. He's very obsessed with spam, and it's all because I was like, why does Facebook think everything I put in my Facebook groups is spam? Stop it. It has stopped doing that now, but that's been his running joke now for a long time. All right, we got 40 seconds until ZEZTZ, so we're gonna pause this and we'll come back to the comments later.
Mm-hmm.
But things are getting a little crazy, and just to let you know, Chris, my crazy fan theory that's probably not true is the lady villain that showed up a couple episodes ago. I am secretly hoping she's the great leader with boobs.
No, because I don't need that version showing up in our lives.
Also, Jake and I decided that due to things with the unreleased Fives episodes that you need to get done, we've decided she's your waifu for this show.
Nope, I'm taking.
What? You can have more than one waifu. I know how the rules work.
I do.
I was going to say, I have several. Astronomer's just one of them.
All right, we're starting.
Oh, wait. The one he was just talking to is my new waifu? I accept.
No.
Yeah, the lady who showed up, and she's like the new main villain. Have you not been keeping up?
Not lately, no.
You fail. Yeah. Okay. So agent number 3 is the L from Death Note. Vulgar little jokes. What is he talking about? Wait. Okay.
I already don't like this dude.
Yeah.
He's clearly a better agent. This guy's a fanboy who, got the job, but he's only super cool in his dreams. Literally.
Yeah.
I take it you're not a fan of our writer?
Who?
No, I do like him. I'm just saying he tried picking a fight with a real agent, and he's only cool in his dreams. Hot for teacher.
For real.
Seriously, hashtag hot for teacher. She barely looks old enough to not be a student. Oh, it's Nem? It is Nem? Wait a minute. If that's Nem, then you know how a couple weeks ago, Jake, she embodied your fantasy? I think we just found mine.
Oh my gosh, of course. If only she was a dance instructor.
I would marry her. Huh?
Good ruck. That's what they say in the military. Good ruck.
The L and R problem with Japanese speakers anyway. So I guess depending on the week, Nem is somebody's waifu.
I was thinking, what if the moon was the base for
that would be
the villain?
interesting. The weird, like, semi-hollow moon, the red moon. It's that keeps showing up in every episode. Like, it's got to mean something.
Because you have all the butterflies, they fly up, and then when you were there, all the butterflies were around them.
That is true. Nice job, Edwin. Hello, fellow kids. Oh, Edwin. Oh, Edwin. Maybe it's Baku's mom because, yes, Mom, hidden secrets in Kamen Rider again. Oh, no. That would be nuts.
Yeah, see, right here, what if this is inside the moon?
I would be very happy with that. Oh, my gosh, that was super CGI there. Now, this is who we're talking about, Chris.
If you don't want her, I'll be glad to take her.
The joke will make sense when the Fies episodes are out, people.
Yes, they will be out.
I was going to make a forbidden fruit joke, but that's a toy. And I'm being interrupted by an ad that is about me getting put into Marvel Rivals. What the actual F?
What kind of Titan is this?
What?
That is an actual nightmare. This is living up to the name Nightmare. Oh my god.
What strain of LSD was the character designer on for when he made this?
It was like a giant rabbit with a 6-pack and booby eyes.
The quote unquote booby eyes are giant eyeballs in the palms of a smaller creature that is riding piggyback on his shoulders.
Yeah, it looks like one of those aliens that's controlling the robot, but the handles are the eyeballs.
I'm still trying to recover from that, and now we have the Japanese WNBA.
I'd watch it.
So far, it's better than the WNBA.
Unless Miss Clark is here to help you, I don't think you're going to win.
So far, it's better than the WNBA because they can actually make their shots.
Hey! You know, Miss Clark plays for the Indiana team, and she actually made people care about the league. Okay, she's an adopted Hoosier. You will be nice to her.
I am being nice to her. I'm just insulting the WNBA in general.
I know.
Speaking of Hoosiers, you ready for your national championship, Nate?
Oh, yeah, IU. Yeah, it's the first time IU's been there in a while.
Oh, they're going to win it.
Yeah. I don't think IU's won a championship since the Bobby Knight era. If I remember correctly. Basketball used to be a huge deal in Indiana.
I'm talking about football, Nate.
Oh.
Yeah, you're about to win the National Football Championship.
What?
And there's a...
What?
Oh, we're getting a school shooting.
She just summoned a firearm. What is going on? Why is everybody else getting sports equipment and toys and she has a revolver? What is going on?
If only the
that looks like
girls basketball team from Pies had that.
It's Boomoger.
Yeah, seriously, did he eat a Power Ranger? I swear, he ate a Power
Kill me
Ranger.
or I kill all of you. This is not the horrible thing we saw earlier.
He looks like Master Xander. He looks like Master Xander's bastard son.
He looks a bit like Pinhead from Hellraiser.
He also looks like one of the Rangers from, what was it? Boomjer or whatever it's called.
Sit there.
Yeah, some people are making that connection in the chat here. Okay. Wigging out there. You're a high school girl basketball player with a toy hammer. Nem, no one taught you how to properly handle a firearm.
No.
Because you're about to accidentally shoot somebody, even if your finger isn't on the trigger.
That's not Nem.
Oh, never mind. Well, if you were Ace from Doctor Who, you could beat up a monster with a baseball bat. Okay. I don't know why, but occasionally the normal auto-generated captions for YouTube pop up while I'm watching this. And after he said defend the comrades, the auto caption came up and it said defend the cameras.
Yeah, that's what mine said.
You know, the title of this episode is Shoot, so maybe that's why someone manifested a revolver.
Yeah.
Apparently, several invisible people graduated from this high school.
No, they disappeared.
Yeah, I know.
They were there before, but they disappeared from the yearbook.
First day on the
In
job?
the camera.
Oh. Your friendship died at graduation? It's kind of weird that they're using the same actress for when she's in high school. Oh, have you?
He's always wrong.
Sure, bro. Where have you been? That's the entire premise of this show. She gonna have a nervous breakdown about this?
You gotta remember, she's the Scully to the Mulder. Even when the
Yeah.
evidence is right there, she doesn't believe it.
Yeah. Except apparently in this case, Mulder is always wrong.
Yes. Well, Mulder was often wrong until he found all the evidence and finally figured that out for real. So it tracks.
I wonder if they'd be able to get away with making an episode like this in America. I'm going to
Oh
say
God,
no.
no. Oh no.
Even if it is
No.
a dream and it's not real.
No.
There's that freaking red moon again.
I like that moon.
It is. I do too, but I like, what does it mean? It keeps showing up. Must be a reason. Is she using a
If they end up
trash
making
can
a
lid?
If they end up making a lamp that looks like that moon, I'll buy that.
Did the explosion in the background in that a couple seconds ago look suspiciously like AI?
You were too worried about AI, Nate. Just enjoy the show.
I'm just saying, like, I've heard tale about AI being used in the show, but nobody complains about it. But poor Ninja Kids uses AI as a placeholder, and they want to tar and feather it.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, I'm still mad about that. Oof.
Where's the unholy abomination that we saw earlier?
You know, I'm honestly surprised that YouTube hasn't pulled this episode down by now. Like, stop the live stream.
Probably because YouTube is not crazy enough to fight Toei. Well, this is Tokusatsu, so I don't know, but it'd still probably have to be Toei.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if people complain and this episode ends up becoming unseeable on YouTube.
I don't know, but I'm just saying Toei is so litigious they accidentally gave themselves a copyright strike when they launched their YouTube channel.
That's hilarious. Serves them right.
Yeah. And they did slap us with a copyright notice. Our Christmas live stream was blocked in Japan.
What?
Yep. I sent you guys screenshots of it.
So the Japanese can't see my beautiful face? That saddens me.
Yeah, it's because it interpreted the Master Rider episode, at least parts of it, as Kamen Rider Black RX. I have a feeling it's because I made it full screen. If I didn't make it full screen, it probably would have been fine, because that's what we did before.
Well, don't do that next time, Nate. The Japanese people need to know us.
Oh my gosh. Tempting a high school girl to shoot somebody at school. Got some serious rage issues. Oh, mother trucker. Good grief. I've seen the only time I've seen somebody do something like that's Superman. Oh, it's blue mode, huh?
Yep.
What? Cards? He has exploding
Yes.
playing cards.
Redirect the explosive cards at the school.
I mean, come on. We watched all of the Guyver animes, and they had episodes that took place at school.
Wait, watch the school.
Break 'em bullet. Being evil? It's what I do. Have you seen his new look, Chris?
What?
Have you seen his new look?
Have I seen what?
He's not the Nox Knight anymore. He's Kamen Rider Nox.
Can't hear you.
I said, have you seen his new look before?
And whose new look?
Nox.
I'm just watching this right now.
Okay, I was gonna say.
This is the first time I've seen Nox, so
What?
Oh my gosh.
I'm way behind.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Fake fan. Oh wait, he doesn't like Kamen Rider. That's right.
Oh. They are working really hard to sell that toy sword, figuratively and literally.
And you know you want it. I want it too. I want a suit.
If you don't, well, you're not going to G Fest now. Otherwise, I was like, if you don't show up wearing that, I'm going to be disappointed.
I like Nox's suit a lot.
This. His first form was silver and gold.
Yeah, he was the Nox Knight.
Now he's red, white, and blue. Or orange, white, and blue.
I was going to say it's a little more orange. Also, Zero is dead, in case you didn't know. Spoiler warning.
Okay.
As of right now.
At least we think. At least the robot is dead.
I'll have to watch it. I'll get caught up tonight.
Better.
That's once you get to about episode 15, they start shaking things up. Also, they just pulled back reality like a curtain. I would like to reiterate.
Yeah.
I thought, wait, they let the kids at the cram school listen to music while they study?
I wonder if she's going to be the next rider.
That would be cool because there are precious few female riders.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, it's a two-parter. This show likes two-parters.
Yeah, they do a lot of two-parters on this show, which I like.
Well, now the mission makes more sense. Protect the comrades is because she was an agent. Okay, then. What do we think of that?
Pretty cool. Kamen Rider Knox was great as ever.
I think the Metal Dawn has a new man crush.
What can I say?
You do that too well, sir. You do that too well.
Thanks.
I now require photographic evidence of this wife.
Oh, you've seen her.
Yeah. And we were supposed to see her at G-Fest this year, weren't we?
Uh-oh.
She ain't gonna come to that.
Apparently neither are you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm still salty about that.
I'd like to come to G-Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Chris
leaving
will
us
stop and
behind
pick me
for
up.
sand.
Hey. I'll take my ZEZTZ belt with me.
Oh, I told him that he needed to come to G-Fest wearing that belt.
Mm-hmm.
The belt, I might add, he said he didn't like at first, and then he started watching the show, and he's like, I like this belt now.
If I wore any of my belts, it would be either the Fies or the double.
Yeah. I'm looking over our comments in case there's any I want to highlight before we do a live reaction to, to the Gavon, the new Gavon trailer that dropped very soon. But yeah, I'll say this. Yeah, that was a solid episode. I'm glad that they shook up the show when they did, and that it continues to be intriguing because Zero's gone as far as we know. Code is apparently a corrupt organization, and now we got the new villain lady. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We'll see how long that they ride this before they shake it up again, because it's going 50 episodes. So as of next week, we're only talking about ZEZTZ, unless we want to, throw some extra discussions in there beforehand.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll be talking about that, I think, this coming week. But let's see. Oh, Teacher Nem. Now I'm thinking of the Persona 5 teacher romance route, which I definitely didn't play.
Oh, yes, you did, Edwin. Yes, you did.
Edwin, sometimes I worry about you. One of these days I want to, Edwin, I need to meet you sometime. I don't know how it's going to happen. Like, come to G-Fest or something. And then just blow my mind. You come, it's like, hi, I'm Edwin. What?
You can tag along with Nate to all 59 panels he'll be doing this year.
59. I'm doing all of the panels.
Sounds
you
like
thought you thought you were coming to G-Fest. This is in fact Marchand Con.
He might be doing about 6 or 7.
Shut up.
Oh my God, stop.
Shut up.
I had
Which, ironically, he might be, because the ones he submitted, and then the ones that he volunteered to help with, and ones he was put on without his consent.
Hey, if you think I'm popular, try talking to Danny, all right?
I did.
The number of panel invitations he's gotten has apparently reached double digits.
Well, he is the Godzilla novelization expert, so...
Anyway, yeah, we have a newcomer here. I don't recognize him. Let's see what is through the Watcher's
eyes. 34
Watcher's eyes. Okay, I will not be able to sleep tonight from that nightmare. Yeah, where did it go? Where did that unholy abomination go? That was the monster of the week I wanted.
Yeah, where did that thing go? Because that was, and like it just appeared, and all of a sudden it's gone. Like, we can only handle a little bit of that to begin with. Good Lord.
That is, I got to say, that is I've seen a lot of tokusatsu in my life, and I've watched a lot of anime. That is one of the freakiest looking monsters I've ever seen in any of them. Like that has reached top 5 for me.
Yeah, that's
Cool design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. What were you gonna say?
Like it looked like a mixture between Nimrod and Eye Guy.
Yeah, and then wasn't there a monster in Real Monsters that held his own eyeballs, but he didn't have a head?
Yeah, I believe so.
I was thinking of that too. Yeah. Cram schools that do more than put pressure. Sleeper agent children. Man in America. They would have just made this Masked Rider Cody Banks. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Edwin, the connections you make sometimes. Watch the Ulby being Masked Rider instead of Dex episode that was just a dream. Oh my God, Masked Rider keeps coming back. Masked Rider will haunt us.
Thanks to the great leader.
Who I swear, I want the great leader to be this new villain lady. Seriously, I'm waiting for her to turn out to be the great leader.
Oh man,
that's how you shake up this show and this franchise. Who do you think I am? I travel to other dimensions, and here I am a lady.
Yeah.
He's PTSDing into a coma right there. Look at that.
All right.
All right,
yeah, this was a fun episode, so
okay.
I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Yeah, you just need to catch up so you'll be less confused.
I wasn't that confused. It was pretty like, okay, something happened with the code. Zero's missing. This lady's in charge. And we've got apparently one evil rider for sure, and probably at least one more on the way with Agent 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah. Like I said, around episode 15, they started shaking things up pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
But
that is one thing I do enjoy about Tokusatsu, or like Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and even Super Sentai. If you miss a few episodes, it's pretty easy to pick back up.
Yeah, unless it's the newest season of Super Sentai where they're like, well, we're deleting one of the actresses, and
yeah, I have been watching. The dance did me in.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we apparently have a new Gavon trailer that went live right before we did. So let's see what we have here. I am hearing rumors that this show is going to air in America.
It better.
Yeah. So is it Super Space Sheriff Gavin Infinity Super Official Trailer 3 that we got to watch?
Yes.
That's why it's pulled up.
I have it pulled up.
I've got it pulled up over here too.
No, dude, I have it on the stream.
What is that one on the left? Origo Rangers?
Chris, are you not looking at the screen?
Yeah, I'll see it.
Okay. I'm going to hit play on here. We're going to watch it together. All right. Here we go. Does it have closed captions? Wait, would you like to change the caption setting? Change. Yeah. Does it have, does it have English? Oh, it has English. Ha ha. Watch. It's just auto-generated, but let's see what happens. Wait, nope. Yep. Okay. It's on. All right. Here we go. Don't yell at us, Toei.
We're promoting for you.
Yes. The letter of the day is A, and okay, it's gonna spell Gavon. Okay. In case you didn't know how to spell his name. Okay. And here we go. Yeah, it's not just one Gavon. There are several, including a girl.
And they're multicolored.
Who the heck are these people? And these, what in the
my
frick
God.
is that?
There's the comic relief.
Nah, he's the secret villain. Yeah, this might be a Gavon show, but I am getting Super Sentai vibes all over this thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's an amalgamation of Metal Heroes and Super Sentai.
A new, what did that say? A new heroic age is born? Okay, then.
Yeah, they're combining Metal Heroes and Super Sentai. That's basically
That's
what
what it feels like, at least with this show.
And it will be centered around the red hero. So that's Super Sentai. But they're it's Super Sentai with Gavin suits. Or
Evaporation coming soon. Okay, so we don't have a release date yet. Okay. That told me a lot of something and a lot of nothing.
We have names that I've already forgotten.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more characters in this than I was expecting. I knew about the 3 different Gavons, but I didn't know we would have our colorful supporting cast there. But yeah,
I think they'll end up being 4 or 5 at the end.
Yeah, like I said, it's a Gavon show, but it definitely is giving me Super Sentai vibes. It especially with our weirdo comic relief character, I'm like, this is like, yeah, this feels a little bit more like a Super Sentai.
But that robot looked like straight up from the last Metal Heroes, the kids show.
Yeah, that might be what they're. That might be the callback there, but yeah. So, I mean, it looks cool.
It does. I love the suits.
Yeah, it does look cool. I would love to know what kind of villains we're dealing with here. That is the one thing the trailer didn't do, was tell me what kind of villains we're getting here. We're not even really. I mean, I guess we got glimpses of Monsters of the Week, but
hopefully it's another cult. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, our Gold Ranger is a female this time.
Yeah. No, is it gold? I think it is gold. Yeah. I do appreciate that we're getting a girl on the team here, but again, that's where I think it looks like it's going to be a team. It's going to be a team thing, which is why it's like, we're not doing Super Sentai, but this is Super Sentai. It's just that it's a team of Gavons now.
Well, they said when they launched Project Red, they were going to be combining several tokusatsu shows into one, including Gavin, Super Sentai concepts. So it's Metal Heroes, it's Super Sentai, yet it's not. So
I wonder if that's why it's Super Space Sheriff Gavin.
I guess.
You know, that's we get the super from Super Sentai. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my question is that if the rumors are true and they are going to air this in America, who's going to air it? Is it going to be Tokusatsu again?
Probably. Since it's Toei.
Yeah. That seems to be who they're working with the simulcast, which is odd because I thought Shout Factory was done with Tokusatsu, but I guess not.
No, they're probably just gearing up to do stuff like this, or I don't know. Maybe they're going to start re-releasing some of the stuff they had, but it's going to be on Blu-ray instead.
Maybe. I would love them to start doing that, but who knows? Shout Factory is weird now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a ton of comments here from Edwin. He was just like writing a book during that trailer. I'm guessing you didn't watch the trailer until you watched it with us.
Speaking of Edwin, I went to Goodwill today and I found Ben 10.
Oh my
live action.
gosh. Is that like is that a live action or something?
Yeah, live action one.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know a live action existed. Dang. All right. So he says the girls in yellow, this Gavan seem better than the sisters in Armorsaurus. Just appearing in 20 seconds. I have not seen Armorsaurus yet. Apparently, he's been keeping up with it, and he's not happy with it now.
I
I
tried.
have no clue what
I
that
watched
is.
I barely watched the first
Armorsaurus.
episode.
It's weird. I think it's a Disney show, and it's a remake of I can't remember if it was Thai or Korean, but it's basically knockoff Power Rangers.
Okay.
Because I thought I was like, okay, it's got the aesthetics of Power Rangers, and then I watched the trailer for it, I was like, yeah, it's mother trucking Power Rangers.
Oh.
Except what I think they actually do is it doesn't look like the whole thing is based on like having a ground fight and then going to a Zord. Their costumes are basically flight suits and they're mech pilots and they're all dinosaurs. But they have to transform in order to get into the flight suits and then get into their robots, for what I could tell from the trailer. What is this? Did they recycle Titanus in order to make the ships and mechas? No. Space Sheriff Gavin has a starship that turns into a dragon. Because he's cool like that.
He got that from me.
Oh, of course he did. He said when we were all thinking, wow, okay, they are Sentaiing and Rangering the hell out of this.
They are.
I see. Maybe Gojuger is doing what they did with the Plutoian did in Irredeemable, in which they the dying sentiment sacrifice becomes the basis for the creation, which is hard to explain. Yeah, I can tell.
I really just hope it's not too kiddie. It don't have to be,
Yeah,
very graphic and stuff.
Yeah, with the lead in
Yeah.
red, do you think that he'll be the hotshot, a legacy sheriff, adopted orphan, adopted son of legendary sheriff, or son of villain, or just a recruit? I have a feeling he's just a brand new character. I don't think there's any connections to the previous show.
Yeah. I'd like to
Yeah.
see him as just a recruit,
They'll
but
probably
like
be.
top of his class.
They've
kind of
never.
recruit.
They've never been shy about spamming Gavin somewhere, so I'm sure the original Space Sheriff
Yeah.
Gavin will show up at some point.
He might.
Okay, well, Nate, you got to be topical. Contact a certain Scyther about their sheriff and arrange something with New. Get to work. Space Sheriff. This might sound crazy, but Space Sheriff Gavin is part of the Scytherverse now. He made a sudden appearance in Masked Rider.
Yeah.
For like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, they do live action movies. Oh, we're going back to your find here, Jake. And they tie those badly into canon. The Ben 10 movies are good until they try putting it into canon. Then it sucks. And they forget Ben already had a girlfriend. Oh no.
All right.
Edwin, you want to get crazy? Sponsor it on MAFV.
So have you guys heard the latest rumor about the Power Rangers revival?
What's that?
No.
The rumor is that the lead to be the new Rita Repulsa is Priyanka Chopra Jonas.
Remind me who that is.
She was in Baywatch, and she's married to a Jonas brother. So we can get Go-Go Power Rangers by the Jonas Brothers.
Wow.
Imagine Jonas Brothers doing the intro to it.
Oh God.
Yeah, maybe my
I'd
wife
rather
would watch
not.
it then.
They would. It's a Disney Channel. It's a Disney Plus show. They would do it. Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh. He's
Selena
looking.
Gomez will be Zordon.
I'm just trying to send you a link to who she is.
Or Demetria. They'll skip Zordon, go to Demetria.
I'm trying to say she's an Indian actress, producer, and entrepreneur. She's created Miss World in 2000. She's a Bollywood star.
And Edwin says that Odessa Zion is another rumor. Well, we'll get a revival of Power Rangers before we get Legend of the White Dragon. Come at me, Shonky. Come at me. Yeah. Release the White Dragon. Let's start a new hashtag here, guys. You've heard of You've heard, yes, I know. But you've heard of release the Snyder hashtag release the Snyder cut. We're starting hashtag release the White Dragon.
Yeah. I shared a link in the studio chat.
Oh, about this rumor?
I link it to the actress.
So bring it up on screen.
Oh, I'm not complaining. Wow. This is our rumored Rita?
Break it up so Jake can see it.
Put it on the
screen. He wants it on screen.
This is our rumored Rita. I have no notes. No notes.
Whoa! Wowzer!
There are more.
Jake's like, thank the Jonas Brothers can do the intro. She gets to be Rita. I don't care.
I know it's I know it's a Faustian bargain, but
can I be Lord Zed?
I was about to say Jake's gonna go audition to be Lord Zed.
Only if I get to be Rito.
Sure. Chris, you can be Finster.
No, I'd have to be Squat.
No, we'll make you Ernie.
No.
He's gonna rage quit the show.
I don't think Chris is PC enough to be Ernie.
No, I'm not.
Ernie, my girlfriend just left me. Well, quit being a shitbag. What do you want me to say? You gonna buy freaking Juicy?
Yeah.
Ernie, my girlfriend just dumped me. Then stop being a putz. Here, by the way, here's your creatine drink.
Yeah.
Go lift some weights. That'll make them happy.
Yeah. We're like, there's enough half-naked horse right here. Like, Kimberly's over there. As long as you're not Skull, you got a chance.
Oh,
Ernie, man, as much as I practice karate, I can't win a tournament. Well, quit being a pussy.
Yeah.
You know what? I would pay money for this spinoff.
Okay.
Like, yeah, Jason's like, man, I can't win a karate tournament anymore because you're not Tommy. Shut up.
Oh!
You're just the Red Ranger, not the Green Ranger.
Kim comes over and looks really depressed, and she's just like, it's like, it's like, what? And Ernie says, "What's wrong, Kim?" It's like, "Oh, there's a boy I like." Oh, really? Who is it? Oh, his name's Tommy. He's like, dump him. He's the Green Ranger. What?
Yeah.
It's what is trying to kill us? Yeah. How do you know?
Yeah,
I drink and I know things. I just.
Like, I drink and I know things. Like, how do you know? Like, I also know you're the Pink Ranger. Why? Well, you disappeared in a streak of green light from my youth juice bar, and you wear pink every day. Jason's red. Zach is black. No racism. Greenish yellow. Again, no racism. Billy's blue.
Guys, of course
Tommy's
I know
green.
the Power Rangers. I got freaking cameras right over there.
Yes. There's cameras everywhere.
Or just put this out there. It's because this version of Ernie, it was the crazy idea that they had that they toyed with at one point, which was that Ernie was secretly Zordon.
Mm-hmm.
Which I actually like the idea that Ernie is Zordon and he's keeping an eye on them while they're civilians and helping them out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, helping them out in their personal lives. I think that's a really interesting idea, but he does it so nobody knows.
It was.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. If I was doing a Power Rangers audio drama, that's what I'd do.
My version of Ernie would not go well. I got the Green Ranger doors destroying the city. I go over there. Tommy's lifting weights. They're like, hey, Tommy, how's it going? Bam! I solved the problem.
I just committed for second-degree murder, but I solved the problem.
Like, Jason, here, you can have 2 power coins. Maybe you can get this girl too.
Oh my! Wow! Are you sure this isn't like the Last Jedi of Power Rangers here? I'm just saying, but
no, we don't talk about the Last Jedi.
No, we don't talk about the Last Jedi.
No, Edwin, you have officially reached Crazy Town. Would Adele be Dimitri?
That could work.
I wouldn't say no.
Oh, all right, Edwin. Make the Subro happy. If Adele is Demetria and what's her name is Rita, who's Astronema?
Liv Morgan.
Yes. Ooh, and then Dirty Dom can be Elgar. That would work. That works way too well. That works way too well.
Oh yeah, were we making a joke about that? Like that should be like a weird random stream that we do where we recast all the Power Ranger characters as pro wrestlers.
There we go. Roxanne can be Trakina.
Crap. That would be kind of fun. Probably
Ripley could be the Dark Spectre.
Who? I didn't catch
Rhea
that.
Ripley could be Dark Spectre.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yeah. I'll take her. I'll take her.
I kind of like this idea. We should try this sometime.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Try it sometime. It's like, okay, so if the Power Rangers were if pro wrestlers play Power Rangers, who is ever?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, we gotta have
So
somebody
wait.
to be,
Let me guess. Lord Zed is Mr. McMahon.
No.
Oh
no, too many muscles. He'd have to be Triple H.
That's what I was saying.
Triple H.
I am Lord Zed, Emperor of all Anasia. Spits water out of his grill.
Who was the main villain in Turbo? What was her name?
Divatox.
Divatox.
Who's Divatox?
Who's Divatox? Chelsea Green.
Who's that? Who is that?
Chelsea. She's the I think she's the U.S. champ on SmackDown. She's Matt Cardona's wife.
Pull her up, Nate.
I'm trying to, but I typed in Chelsea Green and I am. Oh, she is. That is the professional wrestler. It's like, why does she look like a basketball player?
Yeah,
I found her. Hold on. Oh, wait, wrong button, Marchand. There you go.
Wow. It's like the Busta Rhymes song, "Break Your Neck."
Yeah. So, and you know who has to be Zordon, and that's
Stone
the
Cold
bottom
Steve Austin.
line.
Stone Cold said so.
Said so.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
God.
That's my idol right
Rangers,
there.
Yes.
you're gonna go. You see that monster on the viewing globe? You're gonna go kill it because that's the bottom line. Because Zordon said so.
The Green Ranger shows up in the command center to kill. So, listen, you mealy-mouthed little bastard.
You just see Zordon in his tube. He crushes 2 beers together and starts drinking.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, who's Alpha?
who's Alpha?
Siri.
No, Alpha Adam Pierce. It's official.
Oh my gosh. Say Halsey as Astronema and Rey Mysterio. Mysterio's whatever girlfriend can be the one unleashing monsters all at once.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have to sit down and we'll have to do several live streams where we go season by season.
Jerry, there you go.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
cannot
Goldar.
use
Oh
the
my
same
gosh,
people.
Goldar.
Yeah, and you can use. And we'd have to set some rules. Like, it doesn't have to be WWE. It could be anybody from any era.
Hold on.
Because otherwise we're going to run out of wrestlers.
We know who Goldar is.
Goldust.
Goldust.
Yeah.
Goldust. And Scorpina is Marlena.
Crap. Who's that? Pull her up.
Terry Runnels.
Pull her up.
Oh, he's going to approve of this one.
Marlena?
Now, I don't watch wrestling, so.
Oh my. Terry Runnels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Question is, which one of these pictures do I use?
One that won't.
Oh no! Now this is the one.
NSFW.
If Goldust, I see why you went with this one now. If Goldust is Goldar in this insane alternate universe, I see why you suggested Marlena.
Because that was his wife at the time.
Yep.
I mean, she's
You need to get a better picture.
I look like the guy down there at the bottom right.
Yeah.
Well, here's another one. It's not as good of a picture, but yeah, here's a. We'll go with this one. This is actually looks like a publicity photo for wrestling. Here's a solo picture. Wow.
Now,
wow.
Liv Morgan is my girl, so.
Oh. I thought you said you didn't watch wrestling.
Oh, I don't watch wrestling. But I look at Liv Morgan. I see her on my Instagram.
I see how it is. You get up and you check your Instagram feed. It's like, oh, physical media, Power Rangers, Nate's show. Ooh, Liv Morgan.
Pretty much.
Have you seen Liv Morgan, Nate?
I looked her up. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and put her on the screen.
To make the Metal Dawn happy. This is turned into the WWE.
Oh, wait, I didn't show her on screen. Okay.
No, you did not, sir.
Okay, I like this one. It's cute. And who was she getting cast as? Remind me.
Astronema.
Astronema. Okay, yes, I approve.
Yeah. Yep. You know what happens to the sword for Power Rangers Lost Galaxy when they pull it out of their sheath? It extends.
Oh God.
Like,
Jake.
I was like, I already know where this punchline's going.
So, but here's the problem. Liv Morgan is his waifu. Astronema's yours. So is there going to be a death match between you two to get the new Astronema?
WrestleMania, baby.
Wait. Okay. Well, hold on. Who are we?
Who are we?
Because I would have said Stone Cold, but he's already taken.
Great.
Okay.
Now he's casting
Right,
us.
we're going to have to table this. We're going to have to save this for an actual live stream because this is in a different live stream. This is too fun.
I'm saying it right now. I'm Kane.
Kane?
I'm Kane. He's been my number one since day one.
With or without the mask?
With.
Oh, masked Kane, huh?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? This is derailing really hard right now. And, you know, we might want to table this discussion for another time. So what did we learn this week, gentlemen?
Don't show me pictures of Liv Morgan if you don't want to suffer the consequences.
We are the new derailed trains of thought.
Don't steal my waifu, and may the power protect you. Thank you for listening to Henshin Power V3, a podcast produced and hosted by Nathan Marchand,
Christopher Reiner,
and Jake Hamber.
If you'd like to send us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at henshin.power.v3@gmail.com.
Follow us on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Thank you, Danny DeManna, where our handle is @HenshinPowerV3, and join our official Facebook groups, Power Rangers Legacy and the Marco Out Lounge. We also have a Discord server called the Marco Out Lounge. Check the show notes for links to all of them.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other great podcatchers. The podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hudgens. Follow her on Instagram at super_r_illustrations.
Our theme song is a Joe the Hero remix by GVG Kid, which is based on a track from the video game Beautiful Joe.
All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied.
Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser to spread the word about the show. And until next time,
Watch!